Lesson 10.2, Part 2 video. Here we're going to talk about multiplying radical expressions. And just like there's a couple rules with adding and subtracting radicals, multiplying radicals has a very simple rule that we must follow. Now the nice thing is radicals do not have to have the same radicals to be able to be multiplied. All right? Only when you add and subtract do you have to worry about that. But when it is a monomial radical expression multiplied by a monomial radical expression, then we want to multiply the coefficients and multiply the radicals respectively. So if you look at our example, then the 2 and the 7 get multiplied, which gives you 14. Those are the coefficients. And the root 6 and root 3 get multiplied, which gives you root 18. Again, so those are the radicands. And then when you're done, you just got to make sure you have a simplified answer. So if you look at our root 18, we know that that's 2 and 9, which is 3 and 3. That's a 2 there. Which means this is 14 root 3 squared times 2, and the 3 squared comes out. So 3 times 14 is 42, and we still have a root 2 inside it. So coefficients times coefficients, roots times roots, and when you're done, make sure you have a simplified root. So if you look at the next one, it's a monomial times a binomial. So we would distribute. So root 15 times root 3, they're both roots, so you get root 45. Root 15 times root 10, they're both roots, so root 150. Notice that they do not have to be like roots in order for us to do this. This is multiplication. So we would then simplify. So 45 is the same as 3 times 15, which is the same as 3 times 5. So that is root 3 squared times 5. The 3 squared comes out, and you get 3 root 5. 150 is 10 times 15. 10 can be broken down to 2 and 5. Root 15 can be broken down to 3 and 5. Here we have 5 squared, and then 2 times 3. The 5 squared comes out, and we get a positive 5 root 6. Now notice that these two roots are different, so we at this point cannot combine like terms or anything, so that's considered simplified. Alright, we're going to do one more example, and then we're going to go to part 3. So we're focusing on a distribution of a monomial and a binomial. So again, we distribute, and we get, now 4 is not a root, so it's on the outside. 4 root 10. Root 10 times root 6, they're both inside the root, so we get plus root 60. All right, now root 10 is simplified, root 60 is not, so we notice that that's 2 times 30, and 2 times 15, and 3 times 5, which is a root, and we have 2 squared inside it times 3 times 5, which makes the 2 square come out and leave you with a 2, and you have root 15 on the inside. You still have the 4 root 10, however, at the very beginning waiting. Now they are not like terms because the roots are different, and that is considered finished. And this ends part 2 of lesson 10.2.